Probably the tree.
Hush. Okay, I'm live. It's Christmas time in the city. Ding dong. Hear them laughing. People passing. What are they passing? I hope they're passing. Yeah, what are they? They're passing each other in the street, I guess. Hi, everyone. We're going to wait a minute because it always takes a minute for the folks that have a tiny little commercial to watch, and then it will be Christmas in July. You thought it wasn't going to happen. Oh, what's wrong with my camera? Hold on. I'm waiting on my own screen. There it is. Okay, let me turn myself this way. Let me see if I can center myself a little bit better. And once we get everything rocking and rolling, we will be set to go. Well, here I am. Here we are. How did we get to the last Monday night in July? I don't know. But I'll tell you what, as hot as things have been, we still have plenty of time to take our suntan lotion and write love letters in the sand. Let me take a look and see who's here tonight. Well, Jan Lofness is the first one to say, hi, Scott. I got my cup and saucer. Thank you. You are welcome. That was a prize that you won. Yes, it was. It is. And you know what? It is fun to be back here in the 1930s living room. Now, I'm going to bring my special guests in just a moment. But I've got to spend a few minutes greeting you and saying Merry Christmas, which we can say any time of the year, I think, right? Well, here's my Christmas tree down in my 1930s living room, and I'll bend over and let you see the old radio, and that's my mother as a little baby up there, and the blue glass mirror, and that lamp has been around forever. That was in my house when I was a teenager. Well, no, I never took. Do we need that? No, we don't need that. Well, no, we don't need that. I want to welcome everybody and give my good friends a second to arrive before I bring in my special guests that are here tonight. And I want to say thank you for joining me, as always. Let's see. Well, it's a live sale. And as you know, in just a moment, I'm going to introduce Jeffrey Reed, who has started his new channel, and I'll let him tell you all about that. But before I do, in case you're new here, I'm Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop, and it's a live sale. Now, I ship out of New Jersey, and I'll be sending my invoices out tomorrow morning. And then shipping this week. Everything is in the mail. Regina, if you're watching, I wrote to you about the little mistake I made, so all that stuff is on its way. Well, thank you. Well, this is my red and green. As much as I can, my Phillies hat is my red and green. There are Philly people in the room? Okay, well, that sounds nice. Now, we're going to keep things rolling here tonight. We've got 10 or 12 items each to get through in 2 hours. And so once the auction starts, you know how it goes. We talk for maybe 5 minutes and then we count it down. So don't be shy to jump in. Make sure you're in live chat. Yeah, right? Or is it top chat? I think it's live chat. Let me switch it and go to my live chat because I was in top chat. Okay, refresh several times. And be aware that there's usually an 8 to a 15-second lag depending on the speed of your internet and that kind of thing. Okay. Let me remove that for 1 second. I'm sorry, I got distracted. And we'll keep going now. So that's what I wanted to tell you. Let me now bring in Jeffrey. We're going to bring you in solo. Tell us about your channel. Say hello to everyone. And then we'll bring in David, our moderator. So back to the layout. There's all three of us, but let's make Jeffrey solo, and you're on.
Hi, guys. Thank you for coming tonight. I'm so excited to be here. This is so nerve-wracking for me because it's so new, but I'm excited. So my new channel, Old Hadley Vintage. I hope you guys subscribe. And I hope to bring you some thrift hauls, some live sales, and maybe some shop-alongs at some of the local antique shops that I have in my area here in Western Massachusetts. So I'm looking forward to it. And hopefully we'll have a good sale tonight too. So should I start now, Scott, or?
I think we better introduce our moderator.
Oh, I think so too. That's right.
Okay,
we have a very special person here.
Let's go
There
get
he
him
is.
Hi, David.
Mama thinks I'm special.
Round of applause.
First of all, I'm David from Vintage Uprising, Texas, and you know my wife Tammy, who is the stalwart of the channel. And you know we've been away because of circumstances, and so I thought it'd be a nice time to come back and help Scott and Jeffrey. What a great occasion to do so. And I just want to say a few words just to get it out of the way, because of course the primary reason we're here is for Scott's sale and of course for Jeffrey's sale. But I do want to acknowledge the outpouring of love and support from everyone in the YouTube family. It's been a very emotional month, and something I would not wish upon anyone, but we really feel the love and support from everyone, and very thankful that we have all of you as a family, personally, virtually, but mainly personally. It's the outpouring of support has been tremendous, and we really, really, truly appreciate it. And words cannot really express the thanks and gratefulness we feel from everyone. So without further ado, we'll give it back to Scott and Jeffrey. I will moderate. I will put in the start stops and do my best to keep these guys moving, and bid like you mean it, because we keep moving. Once the sale starts, we're starting.
And don't forget to thumb up the video, everyone.
Thumbs up.
Yes.
And if someone needs to mute their there it goes. Okay, good. If you get a chance and you haven't already done so, I know Jeffrey would love it if you would subscribe to his channel. I put the link to it underneath my video today. So if you go back and look at my video, you can also see the GoFundMe link to help out David and Tammy. And also, I don't want to forget our friend Eric, who I've never met Eric, but he lost everything in a fire. He has a YouTube presence where he buys, I know many of you have seen him before, and he's a longtime collector of carnival glass. So there's a GoFundMe for him as well. And if you've got any carnival glass floating around that you might want to pass on to him, get the Christmas spirit, right? Let's help our friends. And look what everybody can do. Oh my goodness. David, we're so glad to have you tonight. I can't but tell you. Jeffrey, congratulations on your channel.
Thank you. Round of applause.
And before I turn it over to Jeffrey, Lisa, I know you're watching, and we're going to have to try to figure that out. You and I both know something is weird, but we will try to get it fixed. There's still some type of a feedback. I'm not sure if anyone else is hearing that. But you probably need to mute either your computer or your whatever it is. You guys can't hear it? Hello?
I don't.
I don't.
It might be the microphone I'm using, but maybe not.
Yeah, well, a lot of people in the chat are saying that they hear it. They're hearing feedback. So I'm not sure where it's coming from, but we'll just keep plowing forward. If you can try to figure out what that, turn the volume down on everything except one device. And Jeffrey, are you ready?
I'm ready.
This crowd is supportive. It's
Yes.
Christmas. It's Christmas time. You are going to be fantastic. You go for it.
Okay, guys. Well, the first thing I have tonight is someone who used a little bit too much Aquanet in her hair. So this is an angel tree topper from probably the 1960s or 70s. It doesn't look like she was even ever used. She's got a made in China mark on her. We're starting her off at $12. If you could put that in for me, David. And she's in very good condition. Her hair is still poofy. Her wings are still well attached, and she's covered in lace. She's kind of like a cardboard material. And if anybody has any questions in the chat, feel free to ask, and David can relay those to me, because I'm not looking at the chat while I'm doing this. They're shiny plastic wings, but they're covered in lace.
We have Poodle at
It's
14.
really cool. And just love her. She's got her little songbook here, but it doesn't look like she has anything to sing. But she's fantastic. Her head is made of plastic. And she's really, really cute. And like I said, I don't think she was ever used because the part that you put over your tree is still intact. You can put her on your tree or you can put her on your table, whatever you want in the display.
We have a question wondering if she's from the 60s.
I think she's either from the 60s or the 70s. She does have a made in China mark on it. I'll show you that. See if you can see that. So, not really sure of the exact date, but I would say this late 60s, maybe early 70s, something like that. How tall is she? Let's see. I have a ruler right here. She is exactly 8 inches tall. She is 8 inches tall. And there she is in comparison to me. So she's very cool. And she does not light up. There's no lights or anything in her. She's just as is.
Okay, we still have Poodle at 14.
Okay. Well, we'll start counting this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And stop. And David will refresh and tell us who our winner is.
So Elderly Poodle's your winner at 14.
Okay, thank you, Poodle.
All right. How does it feel, Jeffrey? That was your first auction item.
Pretty cool.
Oh, I'm so excited. And I'm happy to have you here, David. I'm happy to have you here as well. I've got 6 candles, and we're going to start out at $6. You get all 6 of them. So $6 for 6 candles, and here we go. There is nothing on the bottom. All the tags are gone, so whether they are girly or not, I don't know. But there's old Santa in his rocking chair. His boots have a little bit of a chip on them. Yeah. But thank goodness nobody lit his head up. And we have look at that snowman with his little breeches on and his little suspenders back there. He's got his broom and his little blue earmuffs. Isn't that cute? Yeah, these little, these little candles that you used to buy at Woolworths back in the 50s and the 60s. There's a Christmas tree. So $6. I think David put that in. He did. Thank you, David. There we have, whoa, whoa. Is that a girl or a boy? I think it's a boy. There's the choir boy. Look at that with his little music and his blonde hair and his green ribbon. There are 6 of them. There are 6 candles for $6. And there's another Santa holding a package.
John Heddle is in at 6.
Look at that. He's got quite a full beard. Now, the last one, I don't know what a little angel on the moon has to do with Christmas, but we're going to throw it in there. The top of the moon is broken off, so you get all 6. It's really 1, 2, 3. It's really 5 Christmas candles plus that one, which is kind of cute too. I don't know what the angel in the moon has to do, but let's look at them again quickly. So
we have a bid at 7, Karen Williams.
There's Santa in his rocking chair. Now, you know, none of these have been lit. They've all been, they're not melted, but there's a little bit of grit, excuse me, on them. You know how these old candles get when they've been floating around in the attic for, 50 years or so? Well, hopefully not. If they were in my attic, they would have melted. There's Santa. There's that little angel on the moon, which is funny to me. There
John
is the
late.
Christmas tree. And Santa. And, the angel. Wonderful. And whatever that feedback was, it's gone. So, that's great. I don't hear it anymore. 6 candles, $6. Let's go ahead and count it down. Are you ready? And you know what? I will mail these. I just had a thought. If you want me to hold off on mailing these until these heat waves are over, I'll do that. Because these could easily melt in the back of a mail truck. I just thought about that. We'll talk about it with the winner. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Someone keeps asking about ornaments. Yes, I have 2 boxes of old ornaments. I don't know if Jeffrey has any. I'll let him answer when we go over to him, but I do have ornaments coming up, and they were not in my thrift haul today, so you'll be surprised. Hopefully. I just dropped my candles on the floor.
John Heddle is your winner with $8, the first to bid. Sheila came in at 8, but John was first. John Heddle.
John, thank you. You are new to me, John, and I love my old folk and my new folk. John, if you will email me your full name,
I'll put it in the chat, Scott.
Mailing address. Thank you, David. And make sure you let me know if you have a PayPal account, because if you do, I can invoice you. If you don't, I can still invoice you, but I need to know that so I can send you an invoice as a special guest. Yeah, that's how that works. So, John, thank you. Congratulations, John, who is new to me. And thank you, everyone who bid. Jeffrey, are you ready?
I sure am.
Your turn.
Okay, guys. So somebody just asked for ornaments. I do have ornaments. So this is going to be a lot. And this lot, just bear with me for a second, y'all.
So
this is going to be a lot that's starting at $14.
Okay.
Okay. So in this lot, we have a drum. And it does have a Japan sticker on it. It's kind of like a felted material or a velvet. The top has a little bit of staining from the little twisty ties, the little pipe cleaners that they use to attach the drumsticks to. So I could not remember drumsticks in my live sale for the life of me. I was calling them drum beaters. But anyway, so it has all its little beads. It's in very good shape. It's probably from, I would say, the 60s or 70s. I would guess the 70s. And it's like kind of plastic. Second one is also plastic. Has a little bit of a velvet material on it. Has some of that little staining on it here and there, but it is old. And it has some gold trim around the edges, some little pearl beads going all the way around. It has all the pearl beads. They're all still attached. And a little tiny clanger underneath, which doesn't clang. It's just decoration. And that would be great for a tree. We also have this cool little guy. Now, he is really neat. He's a Japan piece, and he has some fuzz on his legs. And he also has a fuzzy hairdo. And he's a hanger as well. You can hang him on your tree, or you can sit him on something. I had him sitting on the drum during my show. So here he is. He's got his cute little green stockings on. And we have
Dan at 16.
Except for his, thanks, David. Except for his eyes look a little bit off, but he's still cute. And I decided to add to this lot because I didn't show it in my live sale, but this little guy, who's also a made in Japan ornament, and it says it right there. I can't say is that this is the original packaging, but it's how I found him. He has a little pearl nose, and he is in really good shape. And it looks like he's like marching. He's got one hand on his chest and one hand out. He's really cute too. And kind of that styrofoam plasticky material. Very, very light. And he's really cute.
Screen.
What was the question?
It's on the screen.
Oh, where do I ship from? I ship from Massachusetts, so from Western Massachusetts.
Okay.
Okay. So those are the 4 ornaments that I have, guys.
We have Karen at 17.
Okay, thanks, Karen. These are really cute, especially him. These are not easy to find. His head is plastic, and he is I just think he is so adorable, even with his crazy looking eyes. But he's just too cute. All new material, Japan. So I'm guessing he's probably from the 70s, maybe the 60s. Very cute. Reminds me of those knee huggers. All right, guys. Well, let's count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stop. Oh, and there go those balloons. They're celebrating my new channel.
They are.
Oh, Frida, I love that song too.
It looks like we have Jenny Mack at $20 before the stop.
Jenny Mack, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Okay, Scott.
All righty. I have a miscellaneous lot of little things, and they start at $5. You get everything that I'm getting ready to show you. Now it's an offer up. So we start at $5, and let me show you this little miscellaneous lot. In this lot, you will get 2 glass Mercury ornaments. There's one. And there's one with that little reflector thing in the middle of it. See that? I don't have my glasses on. I don't know if they're made in Poland or if they're made in the USA, but if that's of importance to you, let me know, and I'll try to see if I can figure that out. You get this little thing. Now, he's not very Christmassy, but he's made in Japan, and he's one of those little pixie-headed things. Listen, he thinks that red and green is old hat, so he had to go in his black and white checker, but there he is. Right? You get him as well. You also receive that, which is a little tag. Wait a minute, let me get what did I do with them? Oh, here they are. I guess I just better leave them on. You get that, and it says, you can help yourself to Santa's pack if you join our Christmas club. 50 cents a week, my word. This is the First National Bank of Carlisle, Illinois, not Carlisle, Pennsylvania. So he's cute. Probably from the 60s.
We had Regina at 8 and now Lori Perry at 12.
Look at this Christmas card, which has never been used. I love this. Hold it still. Okay. That's the TV workshop. And we know this has to be the 60s or 70s when you see an old floor model and vacuum tubes. And when we open it up, it says, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And Santa came in with his vacuum tubes and he fixed your old console television set. And then I also added, to sweeten the deal a little bit, I pulled this antique postcard out that is old. And it's got some little, like, flocked with little pearl, it's flocked with something. I don't know if you can see it. but it is, and it says a happy Christmas. There's no stamp on the back of it. And you can see that old, so there's no date, but I would put this at somewhere around between 1910 to 1920. And it is signed on the back. And it's very difficult for me to read, but it looks like Astoria, Oregon. Is there an Astoria in Oregon? That looks like where it was shipped from, but I might not be reading that right. And whoever sent
We
it
have
said,
Suzanne N and now ML Mentor at 15.
wishing you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Well, that was, and printed in Germany. So you get one antique Christmas postcard. The Christmas postcard. Join the Christmas Club. Santa will come and fix your 1970s big old console television set. Remember sitting on the floor too close and your mother would say, back up from that television set, you'll go blind. Do you remember that? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You'll get him, you'll get that, and you'll get that. Just a little fun lot of things. 10, 9, I can see myself on the floor and watching Mr. Rogers. Back up from that television set. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Oh, and I have a prize. Somebody's going to win this. I'll tell you about it later. But if you bid tonight, you're going to win. I'll draw numbers at the end, and somebody wins a recipe book with a CD, and this CD is lovely. Not a CD.
Okay, you have Melody Southern Buckeye at 21 before the stop.
Thank you, Melody. And thank you, everyone who placed your bids. And back away from that television set. You'll put an eye out.
Oh, I was getting so excited.
You better back away from that television set, young man.
Okay, guys. How about some real vintage? Check this out. What cool graphics this is. So this is a candle, like a window candle or a Noel candle, whatever you want to call it. This is going to be starting off at $10, David. And the graphics on the box and the box itself is in unbelievable condition. I don't think I've ever seen one in such perfect condition before. The candle is inside. It was probably used one time. The top of the box itself is ripped, but that's on the inside, so somebody could not wait to get into this box originally. So when we pull it out, we have this fabulous plastic candle. It is amazing with its Bakelite plug, which I believe it's Bakelite. It says Paramount right on it, and it has its original yellow tag. Decorative lighting unit for indoor use only. And it is absolutely incredible. And it has one of those C7 bulbs you can easily replace with whatever color that you want. Doesn't have to be white. And it's a fantastic piece. And like I said, I think it was only used one time maybe. And if it was used more than that, they took very good care of it. And of course it comes with the vintage box. I would say this is probably from the 50s or 60s, if I were to guess. But it's a great piece. Or maybe the 40s. I don't know. Maybe Scott can correct me on that because of that Bakelite plug. But it's a great piece. And it fits right down into its little box. I'll show you that when I get it in here. And it holds the bulb in place so you can store it that way. And when you have the candle in the window, you can put the box under your Christmas tree as a display. How cool is that? Do we have any bids on this, David?
We do have bids. Suzanne's a high bid now at 18.
Great. It's a wonderful piece. It says, I don't know if I showed you the bottom. It says Paramount Electric Candle number 25. It's probably number 25 in there. probably in their catalog, I would guess, at the time. But what an amazing, amazing piece. Hardly ever handled, I would think. Really, really cool. Even if you didn't want to light it, you could always just have it standing next to the box underneath your tree. Very cool.
Have you plugged this in? Do you know if it works?
Would you like me to plug it in? I could do that, absolutely. I believe I plugged it in when I first got it, but I will do that for you right now because I have a plug right.
If you'll pardon me for a moment, while you're doing that, if you would allow me, David, am I to alter the miscellaneous lot to Jenny Mac at 21?
22 for your last, with the assortment of cards and postcards.
So
22 Jenny Mac.
It's not Southern Buckeye.
Correct. After the refresh, it was Jenny Mac.
Okay. I'll make that adjustment. 22 Jenny Mac.
I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect time. Who remembers that commercial?
Boom, boom. Yes, I saw it on Mad Men.
Right? So yes, it does work. Thought it did. I remember plugging it in when I first found this awesome piece.
Yeah, they always
Don
work.
Draper created that commercial.
They always work unless the light bulb is burnt out. They wouldn't.
I think, yeah, exactly. I think everybody remembers that commercial. But yeah, this is a great piece. All right, let me get it in the box here, and then we can count this down. Okay, there it is. All right, so we're gonna start the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. That is the candle. Let David refresh.
And Suzanne B is your winner at $18. Suzanne B.
Suzanne B. Okay, and just a reminder, folks, if you could please make sure that you email me all of your information. David will put it up on the screen again because I don't have anybody in my repertoire yet. So make sure that you send me all of your information so that I can bill you and send these great things to you.
Starting at $12, I have 4 little books. Oh my goodness. They are all from the 1970s. They have all of their pages. They have all of their front covers and their back covers. They have been signed on the inside, you know, the way that it was done. That one is 1977, you can see. And they range from 1974 to 1977. I'll show you each one quickly. There's only one book that has some scribbling in it. And the scribbling is only on the inside front cover, not actually on the pages. So the books are clean. The pages are not ripped. They're not dog-eared, and we don't have any funny mildew. Not really. They just smell like old books. And I'll show them to you now. Santa's Surprise Book. Oh, and by the way, these aren't reproductions, right? These are all from the 70s, 49 cents each. What memories? I remember this fancy foil edge right here. Spine, spline, spleen. What is
Spine?
That? Spine.
Spine.
So there's Santa's Surprise Book, and then there is Jingle Bells, and then there are the ABCs for Christmas. And my personal favorite is the Animals Christmas Eve. Let's just look at a couple of the pictures, and this will take you back. This one was signed 1974, and there's Mary and Joseph on their way to Bethlehem, and the little calves, and then the goats, baby Jesus, wrapped in swaddling clothes, and the lambs, and the shepherds with the lambs, and the dog. Wait, where are the cats? Now you know I have to show you the cats. Look, there's the hen, and all the little chicks are coming back. One small hen upon her nest softly clucks to all the rest. Little chicks, come gather near, a wondrous story you will hear. So the hen is telling the story to the chicks. Where are the cats? There they are. 8 nesting kittens. Lick their fur, they nod their heads and softly purr.
No.
That one looks mad. That one looks mischief. That one looks, yeah, they purr and they go to sleep until 3 o'clock in the morning when they get up to kill a then they get up to kill a gnat and wake up the whole house. But aren't these cute? So there are the backs, there are the fronts. Just, I don't want to take up too much time, so I just wanted to flip through that one. The animals at Christmas. ABC is for Christmas. Jingle Bells. And Santa's Surprise Book, all from the 1970s in very nice, presentable, and readable condition, although they have been signed by the previous owner. So we will count these down, and here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, sorry, David, 2, 1. He's used to me. Oh, I'm trying to put my glasses on upside down.
It's okay. I was reading your lips.
How ridiculous.
And we have, it looks to be Jenny Mac before the stop at 20. Let me double check. Give me a second. That's correct. Jenny Mac 20 before the stop.
Jenny, thank you. And thanks everyone who placed a bid. I appreciate that. Jeffrey, back to you.
Look at this. So cool. So this is a Japan piece. This is Japan right on the back. You can see it. I think you can see that.
Yeah.
See that? And it has, I guess D calls this fantastic plastic. Is that what you call this stuff? And it seems to encircle the area where you put a candle. And you can put one of those battery-operated candles in there, or a real one. I would probably say a battery-operated candle because I can't imagine.
What do you want to start, Jeffrey?
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. With this one here, we're starting off at $8. Yep. And so, yeah, I would probably put a fake candle in here because, I mean, if you put a real candle, the wax might drip down onto this holly. And it's, you know, it's probably older. This is probably from, I would say, maybe the 60s or 70s. But it's a cute piece. It's got a little handle. And if you are going to put a real candle in, I would take the plastic, you know, fantastic plastic off of it, which it does come off. You can remove it if you need to clean it or what have you. But it's a cute piece. It's like a ceramic. I wouldn't say porcelain, but I would say ceramic. It's a very cute piece. I only have one, unfortunately. I don't have two. So it's a really cute. It's got some gold on the leaves, spray painted on the leaves. But everything is intact.
We have Poodle in at 8.
Thank you.
I think it's great if you have singles and you collect maybe a montage of 6 or 7 different of the same style, but kind of like the same color. It makes great vignettes.
Oh, absolutely. Or just put a whole bunch of different types of candle holders all together, like you said, in a montage. How cool would that be for Christmas? You know? And you don't even have to put a candle in it. You could put something else in there, too. You could put toothpicks, you know, for after dinner. Put some toothpicks in there, and then you can pass it around the table. Take a toothpick. Pick Uncle Henry's coleslaw out of your teeth. So I think that'd be a great idea, too. So it's a great little piece. I love it. I absolutely love it. All right. So let's count this one down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And stop. David, refresh.
Steel Whisper is your winner at 10.
Steel Whisper. Okay. Thank you very much. Appreciate your purchases, everyone.
Okay, David, starting at $19, I have a red sled. Now that is made of glass. It's made in the United States of America by the Moser glass company, which started in either 70 or 71. It measures 9 inches in length by 6 inches tall. And it is crack and chip free. And it is a beautiful piece of deep red glass. It is marked on the bottom. The Moser mark is there. And correct me if I'm wrong, and I usually am. Moser, are they in West Virginia as well? I can't remember. But the mark is on the bottom. And as I said, this pretty red sled, it's a beautiful color in glass. They made it in jadeite, but here it is in red. 9 by 6. And Moser is that company, not Moser. Remember, Moser has
Ohio.
They're in Ohio. Okay. Well, that must be, I think it's an M over top of the outline of the state of Ohio. That might be. Why do they always tell me that it's time for an oil change right in the middle of it? Go away. Right in the middle of it. It just does not fail. So there it is. Fill it with candy. Red glass. Made in America. It's coming your way for Christmas time. It's a pretty color and I love it. Any questions? Comments? Let's count it down. Ready? Here we go. 10. Do we have a bid? Allie Monty has a bid. Allie, I sent you. Did you get your stuff yet? You either got it today or you get it tomorrow or the next day. I'm certain I sent it to the right address this time. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on the red glass sleigh. Made in America. Pretty. What would you do? I'd put coleslaw in it.
Give me a moment because I have a lag, so I'm going with YouTube, not StreamYard.
I'm giving you the moment. Put this on the floor. Oh, dear.
Let me refresh. Make sure I get the last second bids. Give me a moment.
You may have it.
And
let's look at you.
Evelyn Hill Enriquez at 46 before the stop.
Evelyn
Hill Enriquez.
Evelyn Hill Enriquez. Evelyn, thank you. And I am almost certain that you have purchased from the old curiosity shop before, which means I think I have your information. But if I am mistaken, will you go ahead and send your information to me so that I have it before the end of the show? I want to make sure we don't have any delay in me getting that invoice out to you tomorrow. Evelyn, thank you. And thank you everyone who placed your bids. Oh, you're going to put it with 2 milk glass sleighs. Wonderful. I love it.
Moser glass is great. I actually visited the Moser glass factory when I was in Ohio a few years ago. It was phenomenal to see them actually blowing the glass and making some pieces. Oh, if you guys ever get a chance to go out there, amazing. So this piece is really pretty. little candy dish or trinket dish. This is a Lefton piece. I'll turn it around. I'll show you that. Everything is backwards on StreamYard. It's kind of strange. But it has its sticker in the back. And it has no scratches on it. I thought I felt some sort of maybe a tiny little hairline, like a flea bite somewhere on here. Yeah, I think there's one like right here, but it's you can barely even notice it. I think it's just the gold kind of flecking off.
Where are you starting
at? Oh, I'm sorry. Forgive me. It's just so new for me, guys. This is starting
You're doing
at
great,
10.
Jeffrey.
Okay, thank you. This is starting at $10. So there it is. And like I said, it has that little tiny fleck, but I think it's just the gold flecking off. But it's in absolute perfect condition. I'm not exactly sure of its age. I'm guessing maybe anywhere from the 80s and before. But it's a really nice piece. I'll show you the back again, in case anyone's familiar with the numbers. But it's a very nice piece. I don't even think it was ever used. But it has a little bit of a ribbed edge around the edge, around the sides, and then again the gold. It's very pretty. You have any bids on that, David, at all, or
Not yet.
no? It's very pretty. I have another dish coming up as well, but it is not a Lefton dish. This one is Lefton. So if we don't have any bids on this, we will move on to the next with Scott.
And we'll bring it back.
We will bring it back at the end.
We will bring it back at the end, and starting at $19. Look at that. Now, you know, when you see that, it's Anchor Hocking and it is forest green. I didn't look in advance to see how many ounces it holds, but I'll tell you what, you can get a lot of Christmas cheer out of that thing. Woo! That's got to be 50 ounces or so. Anyway, it is 8.5 inches tall. It's got no chips or cracks. It's clean, so it wasn't murdered in a dishwasher. And it's Anchor Hocking's forest green, which was probably at its peak of popularity in the 50s and the 60s. The red came out a little bit earlier in the late 30s. And then the green came along slightly after that. It's got an ice lip, as you can see. And, you know, you can find all types of tumblers and other things to go with the Hocking green. So, classic 1950s era. And I'm going to be selling more of this when we get to actual Christmas time. In fact, I've got another one of these to sell in December. I'll probably sell it in November, and I'm going to put tumblers with it. But this one, just the picture alone tonight. Yeah, that's a lot of ounces. I don't know. How many ounces would you guess? 48, 52?
41.5.
Something like yeah. Anybody out there sipping their eggnog? I told you this morning to go get some. Did you do it?
41.5, Mr. Barker.
That's probably what's in there. If there are no questions, is it 2 quarts? Okay. Okay, well, here we go. 10. You ready? 10. There's no need in dragging it out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Ooh. Okay, David. Let's bring you back so we can see you. The Hocking green.
Okay, you had 24 as your high bid from Attic Treasures Flea Market. Margaret came in late. I'll do a refresh just in case.
I do see a brown bird. Did that come in after the stop?
Let's see.
Okay. You're the man. You tell us.
Live chat. Brown bird 25 before the stop. That is correct.
Now, brown bird, I don't think I know you. I'm glad to know you.
Brown bird.
Will you? And John Hettel. John Hettel was the first one. John, did you send me an email yet? I'll check it because we will do a 5-minute intermission. So I'm just making sure that my new folk contact me tonight so that I am certain that I've got all the information I need. So Brown Bird, I am excited to have you if you're a new customer, but make sure you email me within the next 5 or 10 minutes. If I don't hear from the new folks during the sale, I then have to resell it because I just need to make sure that we get in contact together. Is that okay? It's just kind of the way, you know. All right, so Brown Bird, let me know. And I thank you so much. I've got you written down, Brown Bird at 25. Let's go back to Jeffrey.
And here she is, Mrs. Claus, either salt or pepper. Not really sure what she is, but she's kind of lonely, but she's kind of cute. She has all of her spaghetti. She is let's see, I believe she's Napco. Yeah, she's a Napco. Either salt or pepper. I'm not sure exactly which, but hold it still. Hold it still.
Jeffrey's email.
We're going to start this off at $8. Sorry, I forgot to tell you.
Hold on for a second.
What is Jeffrey's email, please?
Yeah, Dave, can you put that in, David?
I just put it in.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Right above the start.
And it should also be underneath my name, too.
Yep. Okay.
You should see it right underneath me.
Great.
Yeah. So here is Mrs. Claus. She does have a little boo-boo here on her skirt or whatever she's standing on. She does not have a cork, but those can easily be found at any craft stores. It says S920 underneath. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but if you're a Napco pro, then you'll probably know. And there was a Mr. Claus that went with her, but he didn't seem to be present. So I decided to find a cute little pick, a little vintage plastic Santa Claus pick, to go along with her because I kind of felt bad. She was lonely. Now he's just plastic. It's kind of one that you would stick into a cupcake. He's old, but
Will that slide? Is there a hole under her arm where he can slide in there?
actually, you know what? He probably could. No, there is a hole right here. You know where she's holding on to her
Darn my
bag,
luck.
but it doesn't fit. No. So there he is. But he's cool too. He's very old. I would probably say he's probably from the 70s, 60s. You know, we used to have these in our cupcakes at school. I remember that. The coolest mom would bring in a big tray of cupcakes, and every cupcake would have one of these stuck in it. It was the most exciting part of Christmas. We'd have little plastic things like this to bring home, and we were elated for it. But now we look for them, right? Because they bring back memories. And that's the best part of Christmas. All right. Do we have any bids, David?
No bids so far.
No bids so far. Okay. All right. Well, we'll hold this off to the end if somebody decides to change their mind on it.
Well, do you want to do a countdown? We have 2 bids now at $8.
Oh, we do. Okay. Well, let's do a countdown.
D
10.
Lee is first at 8.
Okay. We'll do a countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop.
That is Atkins Diet Santa.
Definitely. Yeah.
if you would allow me to refresh. And
Of course. Thank you.
just like everyone else, I need to get through the ad. There we go. Live chat. And D. Lee is your winner at $9. D. Lee.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. All right, Scott, it's all yours.
Okay, I'm going to have to go out and then come back in. I do want to say while we're right now we're at 8:57. Let's call this our 5-minute intermission. So if anybody needs to run to the boys' room or the ladies' room, but look, I will say this because I haven't received an email yet from John Hettel. John, I want you to get those candles, but you're new to me, so I've got to hear from you during the sale. Because you're new to me. So if you'll send me that email before we wrap things up, then I know we can connect tomorrow morning via invoices. So I need to hear from John. Also, Brown Bird, I also need to hear from you tonight. And I just want to make sure that Evelyn Hill Enriquez, Evelyn, I'm certain that I've sold to you before, but just either let me know somewhere that I know you so that I'm not looking for an email. Okay, let's just do a little 5-minute intermission if that's okay. That's kind of the way we do it here. Just everybody takes
that's fine. And again, I just want to remind everybody I am new, so I don't have anybody's information. So please be sure to reach out to me. It looks like I have 5 people that I'm going to have to hear from. I can't access my email right now, but I will be checking after the show. So please
We have a
get
few
that
comments from those that I've emailed you. So
Okay, great.
That have emailed Jeffrey?
correct.
Okay.
All right.
So this is intermission. I am refreshing on my computer right now, and I'm going to go back into my email here just to double check. But I'm looking for an email from. There we go. Okay. So, oh my word, what have I done? Okay.
I'm trying to figure out that on my own here myself. How to check my email on my iPad.
Yes, I did check Brown Bird, and I will check again. Make sure, let me go into my email right now, and let me see. Sometimes there's a lag. There's nothing in there yet, Brown Bird, in my email. Let me refresh it. Nope. Double check and make sure you send it to oldcuriositysshop99@gmail.com. And I'll check for a second to make sure it didn't wind up somewhere that it's not supposed to be. No, I don't see any trash can stuff going on. So we will just assume that it's taking a second to get here. Double check and make sure that it was oldcuriositysshop99@gmail.com. And John Hethel, are you still out there? John? Where's John? Is it John Hettel or Stettel? My folks haven't been in the Stettel for 150 years. And Evelyn, I've got you right, Evelyn. I think so. It's intermission time. Come on, because I want to make sure you get your stuff. Jeffrey, are you able during intermission to double check your email?
Unfortunately, the only way I can check is on my phone, which I'm actually on right now. So
okay.
I would have to shut this down to go look. So,
okay. So
because I don't have it set up on my iPad. I'm sorry. It's not linking.
Just reminding everybody, Jeffrey doesn't have anybody's information.
So if you want your items, you got to make sure you send me that information.
Right. Now, Evelyn, you said yes for sure. That means yes for sure. We've bought and sold to you before, so I've got your stuff. Okay, Evelyn. Yay, there's John. I cannot get my email to work. Okay. Well, you're still here, John. That's great. So, fiddle with it. Okay, Evelyn says yes. John is work. Okay, John, that's all I need to know. You're there. You're working on it. Brown Bird, double check. Will you let me know if you sent it to? And don't forget, as KP said, don't forget to put that 99 in there.
Yes, very, very good point, KP. 99 is, I think, what people mostly miss.
I am still looking at my email, and there's nothing in there yet. So, okay. Well, what do you want to talk about during intermission?
Anything. Well, I will say that if everyone doesn't know that we will have a two chaps the second Monday of August, August 12th. This will be on Vintage Uprising, Texas. So we'll put out a little promo, maybe a week in advance for those who are not familiar with us, so they can subscribe. Subscribers only. You got to make sure if you want to bid, subscribe. And for those not familiar with Two Chaps, that is where Scott and I bring some good stuff that you may not see normally from week to week with other sales. So
awesome.
I've been procuring a few things. The last shopping venture Tammy and I had the Saturday before the incident and before the storm, it actually was buried under some stuff, and the bag survived without a scratch.
Oh, wow.
So that's been cleaned, and some of those items will be available. So
that's
very
great.
excited about that.
That's awesome.
It may be a little while before Vintage Uprising Texas comes on Wednesday night. We just want to give Tam Tam a little time, as you could understand. But I'm gonna soldier forth with the two chaps. At least we'll have some content. Of course, we're doing some daily stuff, some updates. I like putting Jack on there for some little shorts.
Yeah.
So
we
just
all
whatever it is.
We all love you.
My Tam Tam. So
Jenny asked
or our Tam
Tam. Jenny asked what day, what channel. It is always the second Monday of the month. And it flip-flops between me and David, but this time it'll be on David's channel. So the second Monday in August on Vintage on David and Tammy's channel. That's where the Two Chaps live sale will be. Very good. I'm so excited to be able to do that again with you then. So and Jeffrey, how does it feel launching your channel?
You know, everyone thinks that it's really so fun and you can just instantly create things and put it on YouTube. It takes a lot of work. It is very, very, as Scott always said, it's a second job, and it really is. It's a lot of work. You have to learn how to do a lot with the computer and snipping and changing videos and filming and moving things around. And obviously, as everybody who's seen my video noticed, I had everything vertical instead of horizontal like I should have, but I've learned that. So it's like you said, it's a learning curve. I'm getting there, and hopefully I can bring you guys some great content too from my area.
I was excited to see that.
Oh, cool.
Couldn't wait.
Yay. Yeah, it is fun now that I've got it going and I've kind of got a feel for things. I'm very excited about it.
Poor Jack. Jack's walking around with his cone of shame.
Oh, the cone of shame. Poor Jack.
I'm still looking for you, Brown Bird. I haven't seen anything yet.
There you go.
Thank you, everyone, for all the positive feedback. Oh, poor Jack. Oh, poor baby.
Okay. Hey, buddy.
Thank you for all the great comments, everyone.
The reference to old Hadley, do you want to reference that, or is that a
so it's a name I created based on half of the town in which I live, and also on the street that I live, it starts with the word old, OLDE. So I kind of created that on my own. So that's how I arrived at that. Did everybody like my opening segment that I made, the video and my song that I created and everything? was pretty cool. That was fun to make.
Keep talking, everybody. I'm
It's a
busy checking-
secret, so I'm not. Everybody keeps asking me, who's singing? Who is that? Did you get someone to sing for you? But it's a secret.
The secret.
Yes.
No,
At some point, I will upload the entire song so everyone can actually hear the whole song.
It was Rosemary,
Right.
Clooney, wasn't it?
Rosemary Clooney.
Someone, just in case someone has not subscribed to Vintage Uprising Texas, I'll drop the link right now. Maybe you can copy it, open another window. If you feel free to do that. And there's the link. Someone's
Don't
asking
forget
what
to thumb
happened
up the
to
video,
Jack.
everyone, too, please, for Scott.
Yeah. Jack was neutered today.
Yeah.
So just listening to Mr. Bob Barker, spay and neuter your pets.
Spay or
Unless
neuter
you're a
your
breeder.
pets. Yeah, spay and neuter your pets, everyone.
Okay, let's get back to it. The intermission.
With his long microphone.
Shall we get back to it, you dudes?
Go for it.
Okay.
Whose turn is it?
I believe it's mine, but I'm
Go for it.
going to continue to check my email to see what happens, but let's go ahead and do a solo layout. And David, if you would put $15 on the screen for me, please.
Done.
We have a Honeycomb Christmas tree. I cannot tell you how old it is, but I do believe that it's an old one. I guess what I'll probably do is unfold it so that you can see. It has faded a bit to sort of a poinsettia color. And I think I said we'll start at $15 on it. It's really not in horrible condition. Up at the top here, there's a little wah.
Nice.
But if you spin the whole thing around, it is a pretty one. Let's measure it. I just love me some honeycomb. I don't know why. I've got a bell up here. You can see it. I think maybe above my head. This one stands about 14 inches tall. And I will open up the metal clips that have it. Yeah, no, I know it's old. I don't know exactly how old, but I think this might go back to the 40s. This one. Let's open it. Let me see if I can, because I know you're going to want to see. Sometimes they wrote a price, in crayon or something. It's got the little metal tabs. And of course, I'll ship it. Oh my goodness, this is an old one, kids. I did not know that hiding in there, it says, the American fir, a new Christmas tree decoration, and then the rest of it is too small for me to see. I think this bad boy goes back to the 30s or 40s. Look at that paper tag hiding on the inside. I didn't know that was there.
So cool.
No, not 1840. I think, did I say 1840s?
1940.
I think we're back in the 1940s on it. Look at that label. You don't get that on the new stuff, kids. So there it is, folded. Oh my heavens. Oh, good grief. This was sold at G.C. Murphy's for 25 cents. Do you remember Murphy's? We had one in my hometown. Look at the little price tag right there. I know it's blurry. My camera doesn't focus very well when I get up close like this.
I only knew a Mr. Murphy.
But I can tell you that it says G.C. Murphy and Company. Oh, we had a Murphy's in my town. And then it says 25 cents at Murphy's. Look at that. And look at that old, where is it? Look at that old tag. Honeycomb. that says to me that this has a lot of old time Christmas. Aren't you feeling the 40s from that tag?
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
And the old price tag. I don't know, maybe into the 50s, but there it is.
Suzanne B has your bid at 15.
I think it's in really good condition for its age. Because, you can find reproductions and you can find them from the 70s and 80s, I guess, but that's one that's been around. Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Tannenbaum. La dee 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 dee. I'm going to count it down in just a second, but I just wanted to refresh. Nothing yet in my email. I don't know what's going on. Let's count this Honeycomb Christmas tree down, which is older than I thought that it was. I just love opening that up, closing it, and finding that.
Honeycomb kids. Yeah.
Oh, yes, honeycomb cereal.
I remember that.
Was always better when it soaked in milk first.
Yum.
10,
One of my favorites.
9. Look at that tag. 8.
All that cereal's bad for you. It's all science experiments.
Yeah. Once
7,
in a while, it's okay.
6,
All in moderation.
5, 4, 3, 2, 2.5, 1. That's it. All right. Let's put this over there on the flow, and I will get ready to write down our Christmas tree winner.
I am refreshing.
Let me bring everybody back. So, okay.
McCrory's was great. I loved McCrory's. I remember going in there with my grandma.
Okay, Mr. Is it Joji Town at 24 before the stop?
Okay,
I have it right, Mr. Joji Town.
Yeah, I do know you, and I have your information, and I appreciate that, Mr. Joji Town. We connected either the last sale or the sale before, and everything is in the mail. I don't know if you got your stuff yet, but if you didn't, it's on its way. And I thank you. I've got you at 24.
Won't you take me to
I
Joji
already have.
Town?
What?
Won't you take me to Joji Town?
Well, I would love to, and I've got his information, his or her. So I have. I guess it's Mr. So it would be his. So I've got your info, and we'll now take it back to Jeffrey.
Okay, guys. Let's see how many of you remember this stuff. Melted popcorn from like the 70s and 80s. Do you guys remember these? This is a small one. It's a tree. It's got glitter on the front of it. And we're going to be starting this off at $8, David. So it's in perfect condition. It's not missing any of its little branches. It's got a red base to it, and it's got a yellow star. And like I said, it's got some tinsel on it too. All shimmery. And it's such a cute one. You can hang it in a window, or you can put it on in a little display. But these were so ubiquitous of like the 70s and 80s. I can remember going into a store not far from me with my grandmother when I was younger, and they would have tons and tons of these types of things hanging up on the wall. And I was always fascinated with them. My grandmother was obsessed with them, and she always had them attached to her front door in her house, different holidays, Valentine's and Easter. And so I found this guy, and I thought he was really cool. So he's a nice one. He's in very good shape. I don't even think he was ever used. He must have been put away and forgotten about. But we
We
brought
have
him
a
out.
bid.
There he is.
D. Lee at $8.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your bids, guys. It's a great one. I remember we used to have wreaths too. There were wreaths. They were about the same like size about this. There was a wreath with a red bow. And I remember my grandmother hanging. She had one in each of her dining room windows, and then she had 2 wreaths in her kitchen windows. She had 2 windows in her kitchen next to her table. And I remember those clearly. She had red yarn holding it up, hanging it in the window. So these bring back lots of memories. Probably for a lot of people. Very, very cool.
You have a
We
high
have
bid
any
at
questions?
15.
What are we up to, David?
Up to 20 now from Mama T-Bird. D. Lee now at 22.
Okay. All right. Well, we will start counting this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stop.
Everyone give me a second. I am
Take
hitting
your
refresh.
time, please. Take your time.
I just want to be fair because sometimes the lag
Absolutely.
catches someone.
Yep.
Top chat, live chat. And I have D. Lee 25 before the stop.
T5. Okay.
D.
All
Lee.
right. Thank you very much, D.
Okay, we're now going to do something called choice, and let me explain it in case you don't know. David, if you will put $20 on the screen, the magic screen, the high bidder chooses the box that they want, right? If they end up wanting both boxes, they can have them 2 times your money, right? So the highest bidder will win the box that they want. The second runner-up wins the second box. Yeah? So, David, if I mess this up, you are a gentleman and a scholar. So, and as are you, Jeffrey. So you'll help me out with this. There are 12 ornaments in each box. None of them are broken. This particular box is all red. Take a look at that. That particular box is multicolored. Now remember, the high bidder takes the box that they want. So if you want all red for your old-timey Christmas tree, it's yours. And the boxes are in pretty
We have John Heddle at 20 and Ali Monty at 21.
They do say that they were sold for 69 cents. 69 cents. Now,
Highway robbery.
Says Poland. Poland. Okay.
Yay.
I did not look at the tops of the ornaments. And I know that when you look at the top of the ornament, you can see where it was made. I can't guarantee that these are made in Poland. They might say USA and they might say Japan or they might say Poland. I'm selling them to you exactly how I found them in the boxes. So if Poland is of paramount importance to you, I don't know. I didn't look ahead of time. I apologize for that. And it's too small for me to see. It's way too small for me to see. But there they are. Some have hooks. Well, you know what? Most of these in this box look like they have hooks. I'm not going to tilt it too far forward, but you can see that they're glass and they're Mercury and they're in really nice condition, I think. Let's put the lid back on this. Remember, the high bidder picks the box that they want. If they want both boxes, then it's 2 times the money.
Several in the chat are stating that those are Polish.
The second box is right here, and you can see it's a combination of red and gold and green and pink, just a variation. So there they are. And they were 69 cents when they were originally purchased. And they've got to go back to probably the 50s.
You have a high bid of 26.
And I'll let you see as I turn the box. I just even love these boxes. Turn them around, all the way around. You've got these beautiful decorations on all of the boxes. That's the original, I'll call it cellophane, I guess. That's what they used to call it. On the top there. Right? And we will go ahead and count both of these boxes down. Before I do, are there any questions? I'll probably double box these. These will go down in a really big box, and they will be double boxed for safety for you.
Do they glow?
They don't. But they'll look stunning on your Christmas tree.
They'll glow on your tree.
I'm going to go ahead and count these down now. If I don't have any questions, you're having fun, ain't y'all? Scott, did you put out your tree up for the sale? No, I have to tell you, I'm downstairs in my 1930s living room basement, and I just never took it down. 10, counting them down. 10, the high bid right now is John Hettel at 27. And John, I'm still looking for your email.
Correct.
When am I going to get an email from you tonight? Well, we'll keep going. 10, 9. You can bid, John, but I got to connect with you at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Cat toys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Hold on, everybody. Let David do his job. He's going to tell me who my high bidder is, and he will also tell me who our second highest bidder is. But the highest bidder first decides if they want which box they want, red or multicolor, or if they want both. So we're going to bring you back, David, and we're all going to sit with anticipation. We are all sitting here with bad breath, bated breath, and we're waiting.
I have
David.
Cat Gibbons at 31 before
Cat,
the stop.
will you tell us which color you want, or do you want both? Cat Gibbons. Will you take both boxes, or will you take one?
Cat Gibbons and Cat Takens away. Red, please.
David.
So the variety is up for grabs.
Okay, hold on. Cat wants red, and that was at 31?
Correct.
Okay. Cat gets red at 31. David, will you tell me who our second runner-up was? And
Eugenia Boutron.
Eugenia, would you like the multi-colored box for whatever price you bid up to?
Yes,
Oh,
please.
yes, please. Nice. And David, can you tell me what was your bid was 30?
30.
Eugenia was 30. Yes?
Correct.
All right, hold on, folks. Eugenia has the multicolored box at 30. Kat Givens has the red box at 31. Thank you, everyone who placed bids. I will keep trying to find these ornaments because I love them, and I know you love them too. Thank you for your bids. And now it's back to the old
Oh my goodness! Look at the hearts.
Hagley, old hag. What is it? Old hat.
The old hag.
Old Hadley vintage. It's all yours.
I don't have any old hags here.
Go right ahead.
Anyway.
My mistake.
So we were on the topic of Christmas trees, I guess. We might as well continue this theme. So I have some honeycomb as well, but mine's newer than Scott's. So here's it. Oh, I just love that sound when it opens up. How cool is that?
Love it.
So here it is. Mine's, not as fabulous in 1940s as Scott's was. I'm so sorry. I'm not even in the camera. So there it is. So I'll show you the front of the packaging. This was a Hallmark purchase from the tag in the back says 1983.
What's your start, Jeffrey?
Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to start this at $12. And it comes with all of the accoutrement. It has the little ornaments that you can say it's never been used. All the little ornaments that you stick into the honeycomb after you put it together. And there's little presents that you put together and you set it around the tree. What a cute little centerpiece for your Christmas dining table. How much fun. It actually has the instructions on the back, and I'll show you that. So you're getting all these little ornaments here. And then the presents, they fit underneath the tree. And there's the actual of what it looks like when it's all put together. And like I said, it's never been used. Nobody ever used it. And what a cute vintage thing. I used to be obsessed with these honeycomb things when I was younger. They're the coolest things ever. I don't even think they make them. Do they even make them anymore? I don't even think they make them anymore. But how neat is that? And they're from Hallmark. The Gold Crown store. It's a fantastic vintage item from 1983. Not super old, but old just the same. And where do we stand, David?
We are at $16.
Very good. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like 6 presents that go under the tree. And numerous ornaments.
Any mark if made in the USA? Someone's asking.
And I would imagine it's made in the USA. Let me see. Let's see if it's marked. Let me find out. It is. Actually, it is made in the USA. Kansas City, Missouri. Made in the USA. 1983 Hallmark cards. And I'll show you that right there.
Dee Lee is at 18. Now Corey at 19.
I don't know if it's too close, but there it is. Made in the USA. So very, very cool. Awesome. Awesome piece. It says open at bottom. And that's exactly what they did, but they never used it. Or it just popped open on its own. So there it is. Okay, guys. Well, let's count it down, shall we? 10, 9, 8, 7. They better not put it too close to these candles. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stop. And that's for the honeycomb tree. Honeycomb, honeycomb. Let David refresh and do his thing. Honeycomb, honeycomb.
I still have the honeycomb commercial jingle in my head.
I know. Now I want honeycomb cereal.
I have Corey Laplant 27.
LaPlante? Corey LaPlante?
Laplant. Okay, here we go. Ooh. I guess I should maybe zoom in on my browser.
It's all right. I'm like right up close to my iPad, so I can see it too. Thank you, David.
You're welcome.
And thank you, everyone, for your bids. Appreciate it.
Now you can go to the big box hardware stores and get one for like $19. But they're made in China and they're brand new. This one was made in 1978. You know, there it is. 1978. And the person who made it was LLC, whoever that was. Now, it does not say on here which mold, whether it's Atlantic or Holland, and I don't know, but there's the base, which is 3 inches. The whole thing, when you put it all together, is about 20 inches tall. Now, I have to put this down because I can't hold both of them at the same time, and we're starting at $100. Here's the rest of it. Come here to me. Oh, my word. Oh.
Wow.
When you put it on the base, it stands. When you put it on the base, it stands 20 inches tall. I'm happy to tell you that there's not a chip or a crack, and not one single one of these doodads are missing. We are all old enough in here to have either made one, or your grandmother made one, or your Aunt Frida had one. We all know what these are, but I'm happy to tell you it's all there. And look at the top.
Beautiful.
You got an angel at the top that lights up. Now, I don't know. You can go out and, oh, I just dropped one. Where did it go? I'm going to have to find it. It fell on the floor. None of those are missing except the one that I just dropped on the floor. They're not.
You might have a squirrel go after it.
I might, or I might step on it. They're not glued in, so they all come off. You can go out and find different colors if you don't like the blue, and you can go out and find these, and you can put on whatever color that you want. I don't know where you get that from, but look at it. It's like candy. I'm going to put that back on and raise it back up. So I can't light it up for you right now. 20 inches.
Melody is in at 100.
20 inches tall. No. Yeah, I think it's about 20 once you put it on the base. And I don't know what to say other than 1977, in excellent condition. I don't see the white ones as often as I see the other colors. It's so pretty when it's lit up in blue with the little blue. You can put whatever kind of light bulb in it that you want. I have to tell you this, though, and let me go ahead and tell you that it will not be cheap to ship. In order to ship this and not have it break, it must be shipped in 2 boxes. And that's how I'll do it. I have shipped these before. Woo! Double box, lots of wrapping. The base in one box, the tree in another. But you know what? If you're on the East Coast and you pay for it and you don't want me to ship it, we might be able to work something out. I mean, I'll hold on to it for you if you're going to be in this area, Jersey, Philly. And heck, I'm driving out. Where am I going to see you, David? And Tammy in late September?
That would be Memphis, Tennessee.
So maybe along the way, we could meet on the highway. What I'm saying is, don't be shy. If you'd rather me not ship it and you want to save the money in shipping, we might be able to work something out. Now, if you live in California, I cannot drive out to California to give it to you. But I'll be glad to hold on to it and meet you on the highway somewhere if you're going to be here on the east, up here in the east. Otherwise, I will gladly ship it for you. Are there any questions? Melody says North Carolina. There is a very good possibility that I will be somewhere in North Carolina before Christmas, Melody. Yes. But you might have to go a little bit out of your way, and I might have to go a little bit out of my way. But I don't mind doing that because I want this to get to whomever wins it, and I want it to get to you safely. May I put it down? Because I'm getting a little strain on my back. It's heavy. Doggone it. Of course, one of those doggone things had to fall out, and I'm going to step on it. I'll find it. Okay. Questions, comments, anything? Anybody want to ask me anything before I come on, Scott? Me and Poodle would like to come to California. I wish I could, but I can't. All right. We have a bid of 100, and I'm going to count it down. If there are no questions. Were there any questions, David?
No. Just comments of to meet them in the alley, or North Carolina, or California, or Arizona, or Texas.
10, 9,
Disneyland.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Let me.
All right, folks, let me refresh. Give me a moment.
Oh, wait a minute. I thought I hit
It's
sold.
more importante that I refresh. Live chat and drum roll, please. High bid is 188 before the stop. Melody, Southern Buckeye.
There's the drum, giving you the drum roll.
Sorry,
Hey.
Eugenia, you missed it by this much.
Hey, Melody. Let's connect. You are in the state of North Carolina, and I'm probably heading through it to get to where I'm going. And I might still be going down to visit some old college roommates and some old friends from my North Carolina time. So I think we might be able to connect, which means you wouldn't have to pay shipping, and we wouldn't have to worry about it getting broken. So you and I will connect on that. So thank you so much. I appreciate that. And maybe that beautiful birch tree picture. Remember, you asked me about that. I still have it. We might be able to connect on that too. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone who placed your bids. I've got more of those ceramic Christmas trees. I've got 3 more that I'm going to place on eBay and when we get into the Christmas season. So I have got some more. But thanks, everyone, for your bids. And Melody, you just connect with me by email and we'll figure something out. Thanks, all. I did. You did. You did what? Jeffrey Solo. Your turn, Jeff.
Okay. Got another plate, guys. This is a Norcrest fine china, made in Japan. I'm not exactly sure how old it is. Maybe Scott would be able to shed some light on that. But it says wishing. Is it wishing? No, Merry Christmas to you.
I love it.
And it's in beautiful condition. Very smooth. It's got a little bit of a decoration around the edge here. You can actually see it a little bit here. And then it has a little bit of a scalloped edge, lined in gold. And it doesn't even look like there's any gold missing on this at all. It's absolutely almost perfect. I would have to say.
And where would you like to start this
Oh,
at,
I'm
please?
sorry, David. I'm gonna start this at $12. So there is no chips, no cracks, no flea bites, no crazing. The gold is very clean on it. None of the gold is flecked off on the inside. But it's a beautiful little piece. Norcrest fine china. Absolutely beautiful. And it's so shiny too. For your peanut butter bonbons, chocolate covered peanut butter bonbons with the Rice Krispies. I always make those for Christmas. They're so yummy. Put some of those in there.
Divinity.
Spice drops in there. Oh, yeah.
What does that measure?
Oh, let me check. This measures about 4 3/4 inches all across. Very pretty piece. Merry Christmas to you and yours. And there's the Norcrest, if I didn't. Norcrest fine china in the back. I know it's a made in Japan piece. I just don't know exactly how old it is. I'm not sure if Scott has any idea.
It's looking very 1960s to me, but what do I know?
60s? Well, you know more. You're the expert.
No, I am not. Oh no, you
Yes, you are. In my book, you are.
No. I am not expert in anything.
Yes, you are.
No.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
No. Hush your mouth.
Okay, guys. So if we don't have any bids on this, we will put this aside for later, and we will come back to it.
John Hettel, I got your email. We are connected. Woo! Thank you, John. Okay, so that means that I'm going to be able to connect with you tomorrow. And let's see, Brown Bird, if you are still there, sweet thing, I believe you're trying to connect with me. So we're gonna. I don't have anything from you yet, but you just double check and make sure that you got it in there right, and we'll just go ahead and rock and roll. And hopefully something will show up soon. Is Jeffrey? What happened? What happened to a man in Massachusetts?
Hold on, I'm still here. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, but
I am
Yes,
just
we
checking.
can.
I'm just checking my email. If you can just bear with me for a moment while you're doing your next sale.
Man in Western Massachusetts
here in
in black
spirit.
box.
man who
Man in Massachusetts is
Wait.
still here.
Hush, everybody. Guess what, Brown Bird? I think I just got your email. Hold on. Yay! It went through, Brown Bird. We are connected. I am so excited. I'm connected with all my folks. Happy day. Okay, let's go. I guess it's my turn. Calm down. David knows I'm always this hype. Jeffrey knows I'm always this hype.
Yep.
She's hard plastic and she is super califragilistic, happy halitosis. Look at her. Now there's 3 ways you can display her, and she starts. Where she start? Wait a minute. Oh, come on now. She only starts at $12. In an antique mall, she'd be $30. Look at her. Now she's got all her little, I don't know why they gave her orange wings, but they did. She's hard plastic. She's screaming sort of 1955 to 1965. Yeah, like that.
I don't know why I'm thinking Olivia Newton-John and Xanadu. Maybe it's the hair. I don't know.
Oh, and it's that sort of fiberglass kind of hair. I was getting the Wonder Woman vibe from The Crown, but anyway, she is 8 inches tall, and she's versatile, which means you can stick her on top of the tree. You can put her on a table. You can hang her on the wall, and you can light her up. You stick a light bulb up her dress. There's the spot for the light bulb. The heat comes out there. The cord can come out there. So you've got 3 ways. Oh my gosh, she is the queen of Christmas. Who had her? Now you know somebody out there had her in the 60s or the 50s. She's really 50s because she's that hard 50s plastic. I don't know why she's got her. I don't know what she's supposed to do with that magic wand. She's going to direct the choir, I guess. 10. Wait, what? Oh, it's a scepter. Oh, it's a golf club. Mm-hmm. Cindy, I don't believe in calm down. Oh, I haven't been calm for 1 minute in my life. Except when I had to sit next to my grandmother who didn't mess around on those wooden pews because my mother was in the choir loft.
Your high bid is 26.
And I had to sit next to her in church. If I had to sneak in a piece of candy, it always had that loud, crinkly paper. Oh, that was bad. That was bad to do.
Covered in
I'm
lint.
telling you, those old Methodists don't like you having crinkly paper. 10. Did you get in trouble for that? 10. And if I behaved when we got out to the front steps, I would get a chiclet with the fuzz on it because it'd been floating around on the bottom of that old pocketbook.
Yes, always with the fuzz.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Blow it off.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jeffrey, that's why folks my age don't get sick all the time because we had to eat chiclets with pocketbook fuzz.
Why do you think I'm saying it? I had to do the same thing.
We did not have hand sanitizer.
I'm right with you. Hey,
We had to shake.
I'm only 9 years younger than you.
We had to shake every single
That's right.
hand in church, and then we ate.
We sure did.
With pocketbook fuzz, and we're
correct.
Still here. We're still.
And I had my nose wiped with my grandmother's handkerchief right out of her pocketbook.
And then she'd wipe your face with it.
Of course, and used her own
Elderly
hairspray.
Poodle
You know?
is your winner
Grandma's
at
hairspray,
26.
licking her fingers.
We're awful. We're terrible.
That's okay. These are good memories.
We will not let Poodle outbid herself. She wins at 26.
Poodle wins at 26. No, charge her the high price.
Poodle.
No, I'm kidding. Hey, Poodle, your 60s wall art is on its way. It was
so
Poodle,
cool.
How much? Poodle at how much?
Her name is Poodle. Poodle.
What?
Can you see me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you
Okay.
see me? Can you hear
So
me?
I just want to say before I continue, I only have the only email because that's what I was doing when you guys were doing that last auction. I checked my emails. The only person I have not heard from is Suzanne B. She bid on the Paramount window candle with the vintage box. So Suzanne B, if you're out here, if you could send me an email, oldhadleyvintage@gmail.com. It's right below my name, and I think Dave might put it in there again for you. But remember, it's old is spelled OLDE, hadleyvintage@gmail.com.
Wait,
If you could send me all your info, I would appreciate that.
Who got smacked into the confessional? Ignore me.
Yes. So we're going to move on here. So I have another lot for you guys. This is a mixture of a lot of different things. It starts with some ornament hangers. I don't know how old these are, but I'm guessing maybe the 50s or 60s. And this was purchased at, oh, and I'm sorry, this is starting off, David, at, this whole set is starting off at $12. So this was purchased at Kaufman's, Fifth Avenue in Pittsburgh. Scott might know where that is. Do you remember Kaufman's?
Kaufman's was a liquor store where I was from.
Well, if there was a liquor store, they were also getting hung up on themselves because they sold hangers, Christmas hangers, shiny bright. So there they are. Really cool graphics on it. And the hangers are inside. I'll open them up so you can see the hangers. They're very cool. And they're much sturdier than the hangers we have nowadays. This is actual, like really sturdy. Honestly, like I can barely even bend those. They're so sturdy, especially if you're hanging those vintage antique ornaments. You want something to hold them. And this was 10 cents at the time. Can you imagine 10 cents? I also have a little package of paper coasters. These used to come in those little, oh, I don't know if they were like little like hostess sets. They would sell packages of like the paper coasters. You'd get a paper tablecloth. So when you had your Aunt Frida and your cousin Bertha over to play bridge, you'd bring this out to impress them. That you had a whole matching set, and it would even come with matches. I think some of them I've seen them that actually came with matching packages of matches because everybody smoked. So I have. Let me see how many I have here, and these are like kind of like plastic back, so they won't affect your furniture. So let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 of them. And they all have the same image on them. They're all bells. And they have like a little bit of a ribbed edge on them. So they're very cool. And they're kind of like, they're papery on one side. And like I said, they're like a plastic shiny. You can see the shiny plastic. So they will not affect your furniture. And then I have these really cool permanent outdoor light clips. Now these, I'm not sure if you can really even use these nowadays because many houses have aluminum siding or, some sort of material on your house that you can't really press these into. But you can see how they're all spikes, and you just press them into the wooden areas of your house, and you can hang your Christmas lights on them. But as I said in my video, you don't have to use them for anything, just simply use them as like a decor piece. Leave them on a table, set them up with, the little hooks, set them up with the little coasters, or even use them. Some people don't like to use these types of things, so you have a nice little set of things, a nice little like assortment. So we have any bids on these, David?
We do.
We do have bids.
We have one bid at 12. Mama T-Bird.
Mama T-Bird. Okay. Yeah, these are really great, and they're still in there. New ones are pieces of Yep. So this is all that you get right here. What a cute little assortment. Very colorful. I just love the old packaging. It's incredible. Okay, well, we will count these down.
Corey is in at 13.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, for your bids. All right, guys. Well, let's get ready to count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And there go the balloons. Exactly. I knew that was going to happen tonight. I don't know what it is with these balloons. Let David do his thing there.
David, do your thing.
Do your thing.
Sorry, I had a serious lag there.
Oh, that's okay. We all know how that is.
Jenny Mac at 20 before the stop.
Jenny Mac. Okay, thank you, Jenny. Appreciate that. And I already have your info, so you're all set.
Oh,
All right, Scott. Why did grandmas give us?
yeah. Half
The
a
depression was stuck in their heads. So true.
$19.
Beautiful. Mm.
$19 is where we start. Anybody my age or older grew up with 1 or 2 or 3 pieces of this because it was all over the place in the 60s. This Lefton Hollyberry stuff. Well, I've never seen a cookie jar, biscuit jar, whatever you want to call it. But there it is, and I can't believe the condition. These things usually have little somewhere, but I don't see any. Sorry, I ate all the ginger snaps. There's the Lefton sticker on the bottom of it. Oh, the candle holders, the cookie jar, the candy dishes. What memories to this day. When I go to my mother's house for Christmas, there's that old 2-part candy dish. And I can just see the ribbon candy all sort of coagulated, and you can't get it out because it sticks together after it sits in that candy dish for a while and you try to break it out. That might be the only piece that's left. And it comes out every single Christmas like an old friend out of the attic. Why is it? Those little things, a tree topper, a candy dish, a honeycomb ornament. You just remember from childhood, it was magical when those things came out of the attic and when it was time to decorate the house. You remember how excited you were? Oh my gosh, I would pee my pants when it was time for us to decorate the house for Christmas. And it was always after my father's birthday, which was December the 10th. And sometime after the December the 10th, we would be at the dining room table and he would say, "Shall we decorate the house for Christmas tonight?" And I would run around in circles and down would come the big old boxes from the attic. And we would put it up. Can you imagine decorating after December the 10th? Good grief, we put our decorations up now in September. But I still wait until after December the 10th. That's just kind of my own family tradition. But look, it's a cookie jar, biscuit jar. You could even put baked beans in that. Why not? Anyway, $19 is the opening bid. Thank you for letting me run my lips. How tall is the doggone thing? 6.5.
Your high bid is $35.
About 7 inches tall to the top. You've got memories like that. We're all old enough to remember how special it was when those things, when it was time. Not everybody has those memories. I understand that, but a lot of us do.
Sure do.
Okay, and then coming up in a minute, I've got the candlestick holders, but we're going to sell them separately. Let's count this thing down. No chips, no cracks. I'm just going to go ahead and call it a biscuit jar, but cookies. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. And you know, when they had a lid, it made it impossible. Your mother could be on the 5th floor of the house and you're down in the basement and she could hear this. Get out of that cookie jar.
Absolutely.
Am I telling the truth?
Oh, yes.
Okay, after the refresh, I have Angel Burba at 57 before the stop.
Angel Burba. I think I know you, Angel. Wait a minute. Biscuit. I do. Yes, Angel, I do. Okay, 57 Angel. Angel, does that have any particular memory for you? And then we'll take it back to Jeffrey. I always like to know. Tell us in the thing, Angel. Jeffrey, carry on. I'll bring you in.
Well, I do have a little housekeeping. I'm still waiting to hear from Suzanne B. Is Suzanne B still here in the chat? I still need to hear from her for that Paramount window candle and with the vintage box. So whoever won this item here, I still need to hear from you. I do not have your email. I have everyone but Suzanne B. Oh, there she is. She says, I sent an email. Okay, so I'm going to have to check.
And Angel, you collect it. D, we're going to answer your question. It's a good question. I'm glad you asked it. And David, I'll let you handle that because it'll come up on the screen in just a...
So if you hear me, I am refreshing the feed. So you may have to either, if you're using a laptop or PC, then you need to refresh your browser. If you're using a mobile device such as a pad or your phone, you may have to exit, come back in to refresh because different internet speeds have a lag. So you may have seconds. I've ranged from a 7-second lag, and the longest one I had, because I didn't refresh timely, was about 20 seconds. It makes it very awkward.
So just close out of YouTube and then come back in and come back into the auction. And that sometimes helps to refresh it too.
Good night, Carmen.
Good night, Carmen.
You're singing next year. Carmen, you are singing next year. You and Mary. She knows what I'm talking about.
And I am coming next year too. I cannot wait.
Well,
so excited.
You want to sing?
I won't be singing. No, you don't want to hear me sing.
Whose turn is it? It's yours.
Sure. I have one last item. It's a surprise item that I did not have in my haul.
And D, I hope that you're more than welcome, D. You are more than welcome.
D, we love you.
Anyone who has any questions or is confused about anything that you see, please ask. We are happy because there's always, sometimes a learning curve with this. And thanks for asking. All right, go.
I can sit with Kevin.
Who's Kevin? Yes,
oh.
That's Carmen's husband.
Oh, okay. I will sit with him while you guys are singing. Okay, so I have one last item here. Now, this isn't really a Christmas item, but the graphics on it are incredible, and you could totally put this in your kitchen, like on top of your refrigerator. I love doing little vignettes on the top of my refrigerator, and this would be perfect for Christmas. So this is the old milk container from Stony Brook Farm in Suffield, Connecticut, which is not too far from where I live. And it's amazing that somebody actually saved this. And it's a beautiful piece. It's green. It doesn't look green, but it's green, red, and white. But of course, it's a little bit discolored. And I'm sorry, the starting bid is $10.
Okay. Well, I love that.
Isn't that awesome?
Yes.
It's very cool. Yep. Seal King plastic coated carton. Manufactured by Sealrite Company in Fulton, New York. Sealrite Sanitary Service. So there it is. Milk is good for everyone, except those that are lactose intolerant.
Jeffrey, I have a message for you.
Oh, yes.
Suzanne Bressel wrote to me and said, can you send my information to Jeffrey? He isn't getting it.
Okay, perfect.
Suzanne, I can. I will forward it to him.
Thank you, Suzanne.
I will gladly forward that to him before the evening is over.
Perfect. Thank you, Suzanne. I appreciate that.
Sorry for interrupting.
No, that's no problem at all. No, I appreciate that.
I would like to remind everyone that the rules is that I can interrupt, but neither seller can interrupt. So just let me do my moderating job, please. But thank you. Thank you, Scott.
Nice.
I
just got told off by my moderator.
He's moderating. He's moderating us too. Contents one.
We have Regina Rainey in for $10.
Listen, we even have. It says raise. I wonder if this is even used. It says raise up, bend back this edge, raise up. Then, boy, I'll tell you, you have to have like a college degree to figure out how to open up this milk carton. Then raise up the foil tabs and fold back to line on top. And they're definitely letting you know it's a sterilized, sealed carton. And oh, by the way, the milk is not included. So. All right. Well, we can count
this when all the engineers returned from the war and were really bored, so they started creating things like this.
Really? That's fascinating. I love learning about history, things like that. That's so cool. Yeah, there's nothing on the bottom. Yeah, it's a great piece. Very cool for a little, Christmas vignette. Put it like with even like a plate with some fake cookies on it or something like that for Santa Claus. Why not? Perfect. All right, we'll count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And stop.
Okay, it's going to be Regina Rainey, $10.
Okay, thank you, Regina. Please be sure to email me if you can.
And I would like to say to everyone that I have this item and one more, and then that's it. And I apologize. It is now 10:10. I always try to be respectful of your time, and we're probably over time because I ran my mouth too much. I'll take responsibility for that. So I'm going to speed this up. I want Jeffrey to have lots of time to get all of his other items in. The only thing I've got left is my Anchor Hocking punch bowl. So we're going to do that too. But these right now, starting price is $12. Holly candle. This is also Lefton. Don't be shy because I'm going to really go fast on these. These don't have the sticker on the bottom, but
that was 12.
A $12 start. You know that these are Lefton, and they match the biscuit jar that I just showed you. So they're 2 candle holders. And the start is $12, and they are chip and crack free. I do see a tiny, and oh my gosh, that's the head of a pin. That is literally what we call a flea bite. So $12 is the start. And then the only other item I have tonight, and I'll be back in a second, that's an Anchor Hocking Royal Ruby Red Punch Bowl with its base and 12 cups. So we're going to go ahead and count these down. The high bid right now is 15 and 10. Not, don't be shy now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Okay, let me quickly bring Jeffrey back, and then I'll be back with only one more item. But Jeffrey, you're going to take the floor, and let's have David go ahead and tell us who our winner is on the candle holders, if we have one. And Jeffrey, if you want to hold up.
I'm waiting for the refresh. Just give me a moment.
All right.
Yep, go right ahead.
I don't mean to go too fast, but I really want to honor everyone's time.
I was going to tell you to speed it up, Scott. That was really, really slow. Ali Monty is your winner at 23. Ali Monty, 23, before the stop.
Thank you, Ali.
All right, so I basically have sold all of my items that I had for you guys tonight. I just have these two that weren't claimed, these two dishes here. And I just didn't know if anybody's still interested in these, please let me know, and then we can run them again. Otherwise, we will have to save these for.
You want to give a price, and maybe we can just do a choice,
or bundle them.
We can. Why don't we? Yeah, we can bundle them. What would folks like to do? Would we like
Why
to
don't you just
bundle
bundle them? Yeah, bundle them.
Let's do a start. Give me a start, and we'll bundle these.
Let's bundle these with a start at $12. How about that? I'll give you guys a bargain.
2 for $1 money.
Bargain. After Christmas sale.
Christmas fire sale.
Christmas fire sale, right? At the Baptist bookstore.
Thank you, Cat Law.
Oh my goodness, I'm sitting here yawning myself.
Karen Williams is at 12. That is Karen
They
Williams.
Are beautiful, and they're literally in perfect condition. Like I said, the only thing was on the Lefton piece. There's that little like a pinhead of the gold. Other than that, they're like shiny and smooth, no scratches. They're beautiful. Did the green tree from Jeffrey Reed sell earlier? Yes, it did. Thank you for asking. These are fabulous. Very nice. And of course, Merry Christmas to all of you. Early. 6 months early. Don't rush it. Let's enjoy Halloween first.
You look like Mr. Rumbold.
Mr. Rumbold?
Put them at your ears again.
Oh, yes, Mr. Rumbold. Are you being served? If anybody knows that reference. Let's see if anybody knows that reference.
Well, you know I do.
So the shipping costs will be, somebody's asking about the shipping costs, David. That's going to be done by Pirate Ship, and we will send you an invoice with the shipping cost as well as the item price that you bid on.
Yeah, shipping's going to vary if you're new to it. So if you're on the West Coast, if it's shipping from the East Coast, it's going to have, higher. But Pirate Shipping offers the best postage, it's the most economical. So everyone's using Pirate Ship so that you get the best price possible.
Yep. And I'm shipping from Western Massachusetts, so that's where it will be going out. Yes, see, everybody knows. Are you being served? Mrs. Slocum. Okay, do we have any bids on these, David?
Karen Williams at $12.
Karen Williams? The Karen Williams?
Karen Williams.
Karen Williams. We're going to count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Woo! There goes the balloons. Must have known I just celebrated a birthday at the beginning of the month.
I didn't know we had so many Are You Being Served fans.
Apparently.
Karen Williams is your winner.
Thank you, Karen, for how much was it? 12?
Correct.
Thank you, Karen Williams. And those are all my items too, by the way, Scott.
This is it. But don't go
And
away.
don't drop that.
Don't go away, everyone. Hang in there for a minute. You can do a little bit of chit-chat, paddywhack with you already know. You don't need to chat with me, but we'll leave David and Jeffrey on for a minute, and you can chat with them if you've got any questions. But let me attempt to sell this punch bowl on my shoulder. Punch bowl on my shoulder makes me happy. Look, it's $20, but my goodness. Now, look, you got to understand, I'm not going to take the base out, but it's in there. It's down in there. You're going to get 12.
Your start's 20?
20. That's cheap. You're going to get 12 punch cups. These are Royal Ruby Red, introduced by Anchor Hocking in 1938. They figured out how to make red glass without putting gold in it. Remember, red glass was very expensive because they used to put gold in it to get the red color, but there's no gold in this. Hocking figured out how to do it. Many times, these punch bowls are missing their base. What's all that noise? You'll have to trust me when I tell you. There is a separate base that's sort of 3-footed. It's down in there. It was in my preview video today, and it goes underneath of the punch bowl. So the punch bowl does sit on a separate base. 9 times out of 10, when you find these, that base is gone. But it's here, and it's down in the bowl, and you get 12 punch cups with it. So if it's okay with you, I will not dig that base out. You got to believe me that it's in there. Royal Ruby Red, introduced in 1938 by Anchor Hocking. 12 punch cups, the punch bowl, and the base. The bowl itself, 10 inches across. Oh, I don't know, 6 inches tall, something like that. Maybe once it's on the base, it's about that much. Any questions on the punch? It's heavy, but I'll pack it all. You know how I pack it. I'll pack it for you, get it all wrapped up, and we'll have it to you before Christmas time. If there are no questions on the Royal Ruby Red Punch Bowl with the 12 cups, we will count it down. Here we go. 10, 9, 8. They were not produced with a ladle. Hocking did not make a label. I did clean it. I did wash it. Hocking didn't sell these. To my knowledge, Hocking did not sell these with a label, ladle. In fact, I've never seen a ladle with these, so you'll have to come up with your own ladle. Ladle. 10. And if I'm wrong, you glass experts, you can correct me, but I don't know of any ladle that ever came with these originally. 10, 9, 8. You're welcome. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Punch not included. You got to supply your own hooch. It's heavy. If you like to entertain the way they did in the 50s, and the
Heavy
40s,
glass.
you might want one of that. You might want that.
Okay, before the stop, I have Kathleen Workman at 62 after the refresh.
Wow.
I
Thanks,
am
everyone.
loving this microphone.
Kathleen, thank you kindly. Kathleen,
If I
thank you.
pull in closer, I dominate the chat.
And if you would allow me one moment, please, I would like to enlarge myself and say that I really want to thank everyone. I certainly am so delighted to have David back. Tammy, we are thinking about you and David. We are ready for you anytime you're ready to come back. Thank you, David. Jeffrey, I think you did a fantastic job. Congratulations on your new eBay, on your new YouTube channel.
Yep.
And
Thank
I hope
you.
folks will take a chance to come over and check out your channel. I want to thank everyone. I believe I received the information that I needed from everyone tonight. And so now I'm going to go and give it up, and we'll start off with, I don't know, who wants to go solo first? Let's see who we find. All right.
Why do we have to go solo?
Because I said so.
Because you
Jeffrey,
said-
tell us what you want to tell us. I think you did fantastic.
Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. This was a lot of fun in my first sale. It was a little bit stressful at first, but then I started to get a little more relaxed. And yeah, I know I'm only drinking water. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yep. And if anybody has any questions, anything that they are specifically looking for as far as antiques or vintage items or whatever that they want me to keep my eyes peeled for, I know a few of you what you like, but let me know. I do have quite a bit that I've thrifted that I have packed away. Well, I can't say packed away, more like stacked away, that I will be selling on some live sales. If anybody loves Fostoria, especially Fostoria American, I've got quite a bit. So, let me know if there's anything else specifically that you're interested in. And if anybody has any questions about the things that are behind me, or if you see anything in my show, like what was that thing you showed, or what was that popped up, I'm more than happy to answer any questions you guys have.
No, honestly, I know you were meant for me. La 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 la. Yes, I remember. No, honestly. Round of applause for Jeffrey.
And reverse.
Ah! Oh, David, come back. Come back.
David, come back.
David, come back.
Did you hang up on him?
I did. I blew him out. David, come back.
Poor David. David, come back.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah,
No,
you
honestly.
made a
And I
fool
haven't
of
seen
me.
No, honestly.
Baby, come back.
No, we remember. No, honestly. No, honestly. La 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 la. David, I'm sorry. I got rid of you. Can you come back? Can you come
David,
back?
come back. Come back.
No, he's not backstage.
He's
I
not
don't
in the
see
green
him.
room.
He hadn't popped in yet, so we need to.
What about Dee? Isn't she in the green room? Was she invited to join our green room?
No, I didn't invite Dee tonight. I can't invite everybody. I mean, if she, I'll invite her the next time. I love Dee. Dee knows she can come anytime.
Oh yeah, we love our Dee.
But no, Dee did not do the live sale with me tonight. David, come back. I don't see you in my green room. Come on now. Because
You made a fool of me. I was wrong, and I just can't live without you.
David, I'm waiting on you. There he is. Okay, hold on. Let me go get him. That was my fault.
Kathleen, you like Fostoria American?
That man erased me from show.
Fantastic.
Okay, all right, David, you have the floor.
Thank you, everyone.
One MSM bucket. You like my T-shirt?
I am very thankful for everyone that has supported us during this time. Not to harp on it, but it's traumatic. But we're getting through it day by day, one step at all the cliches, right? One step at a time. Just a little update. We're waiting for insurance now for their determination of whether they're going to completely pay out, or do we have to fight them or go back and forth. We're hoping not. The damage was pretty severe. A few glimmers. Tammy and I have been back for a few hours. We're having to mask up because, it's Texas, so mold and all this other stuff. So we're coming up and masking. But thank you. Everyone's been very supportive. We do, like I said earlier, we feel the love. We thank you. Getting back into it, like I announced before, we'll have the August 12th 2 chaps on Vintage Uprising Texas. And if you have not subscribed, please do. And Scott and I will be back with 2 chaps on the second Monday of the month. But thanks again, everyone. We do feel and see your support, and we love you very much.
Wonderful.
We love you too.
I would just like to remind everyone that, and this is not a trick to get you to watch the video that I posted today. Truly, it's not. But in the video that I posted today, there is a link. If you'd still like to contribute to the GoFundMe for David and Tammy, you can do that. If you'd like to find the link to Jeffrey's YouTube channel, you can find that. I also want us to remember Eric Murphy, who lost his house in a tragic fire, and he's a wonderful. He's been so much help to me. I've never met him. Been wonderful help to me to identify carnival glass. If you've got some carnival glass you want to ship him, I put a few pieces aside for him, and there's also a GoFundMe to help him as well. And it's Christmas in July, so it's a wonderful community. You're also giving. Round of applause, Jeffrey. Woo! And David, thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Great
Thank
job,
you.
Jeffrey.
Thanks, David. Thanks, Scott.
You're welcome.
It was a lot of fun. Moment of silence.
Oh, I thought he was hitting a button. That's okay.
Didn't know what he was doing.
I'm not doing anything. Shall we? Are we ready? Does anybody have any questions, comments,
He's doing
or
his Vogue.
requests?
Vogue.
No. All right. Good night, all.
Good night,
Good night,
everyone.
everybody. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Really
Thank you
appreciate
so
it.
much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.